Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back to the Shack, Ham Radio Live. It's a show where you're the star. You coming here and sharing your thoughts, ideas, and comments helps make the show just like a ham radio talk show. Today, we're going to talk about remote operations. We're also going to talk about ham radio news, the HF forecast, DXPedition's special event, and the contest calendar. It's Friday, September the 4th, 2021. Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, and welcome to Shack. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. It's truly an honor and a pleasure to have you today. Thank you for coming. Happy Friday. It's been a couple days. We thought maybe we would have like 1 gig internet speed today, so we wouldn't have to worry about, stream drop like it did on, what was it, Wednesday? Yeah. And so the guy comes over. We had a house fire here, 2017. I've told you all before that. And when they rebuilt our house, they forgot to put the fiber optic stuff that was for the internet company here in town back. So he said, well, wait till Wednesday and we'll come back and put it together. So I'm sorry about that, but we're welcoming you and we're thankful you're here. First of all, Andy Cowley, he is 2 Echo 0 Romeo Echo Echo. Andy, mate, it's always good to see you. Thank you for coming. My brother Bob, courtesy of WIFI, is here. Bob, thank you for coming to the show. Appreciate it. Our whole passion here is to help you get into amateur radio. There's lots of people in the world that may have an interest in joining us, and they don't know how to do it. This channel is really about trying to help you do that, okay? So a way to get started is to contact one of these radio clubs and then let them know that you would like to get into ham radio. Sorry for the bouncing camera. I'll fix that. First of all, contact the American Radio Relay League at www.arrl.org. Hit the Contact Us bar, and they'll help you. If you're in the UK, contact the Radio Society of Great Britain. They can be found at www.rsgb.org. In Canada, the Radio Amateurs of Canada, www.rac.ca. Over in Japan, the Japan Amateur Radio League at www.jarl.org. And in Australia, the Wireless Institute of Australia can be found at www.wia.org. If you'd like to email the show, have a special suggestion, maybe a question about a product, perhaps you just would like to ask a few questions, please feel free. Hit me up at cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. And if you'd like to help support the channel with our mission to help get ham radio into people's homes and build up this hobby, please do so. Our PayPal address is proverbs356@me.com. We also have a Patreon page at Ham Radio Live. Happy September the 4th, 2021, everybody. It's nice to see you. And we've got some really interesting news today, an update on the Florida ham that was shut down because a neighbor's insulin pump was malfunctioning, and she said, it's the ham radio guy's fault. I have an update for you on that. First, I'll tell you about a special deal today from ARRL. Yeah, they've got a special $10 off code, and it runs through Sunday, all right? You can see the offer code there, Lima Bravo Delta 1880725. They've got a great amount of books that you can get from the ARL, and you can get $10 off. All right, let's talk about this Florida ham. First of all, you can see his FTDX 3000 there, and it was shut down, literally completely shut down because a neighbor's insulin pump, the neighbor claimed that her insulin pump was not giving her the correct amount of insulin due to the RF coming from his ham radio antenna. So he shut down. He did the right thing. He shut his station down, and the investigation continues. Well, the ARL has responded. They found out basically about this, happening. It was, of course, televised on WFTV Channel 9, as we told you last Friday in our show then about this whole story. The news story appears to stem from a 2-year-old complaint from a neighbor who believed her insulin pump had malfunctioned due to the radio amateur's operations a few doors down, said ARL lab manager Ed Hare, his call sign W1, Radio Foxtrot India. The story is lacking any details or timeline, so he contacted the radio amateur involved for information and volunteered ARRL's assistance. This is part of what ARL does. They do help their members. Story continues. Hare explained that medical devices such as insulin pumps are regulated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration specifically for electromagnetic compatibility. It's EMC purposes. And they're expected to be capable of operating in all the RF environments likely to be encountered by consumers. FDA published guidelines for its staff, and industry defines EMC with respect to electrically powered medical devices as the ability of a device to function safely and effectively in its intended electromagnetic environment, including immunity to electromagnetic disturbance, also known as interference. FDA review of EMC information submitted with the device for approval is based on the risk associated with EMC malfunction or degradation of the device under review, as well as the use of appropriate FDA-recognized standards or appropriate consensus standards. Story closes with, Hare noted that there is an FDA recall for the model number of the insulin pump that this neighbor has, okay? In approximately the same time frame, okay, that recall exists, but with so few details, there's no way of knowing whether that recall applies to the serial number used or whether the exact unit has the mechanical defect indicated in the recall notice that could cause the malfunction. Now, here's the deal. Listen to this. It also became apparent that there is no actual evidence connecting the amateur's transmissions to operation of the insulin pump. Hare was told that the amateur agreed to run tests to establish whether there was a cause and effect, but the neighbor declined. Now, that's exactly the story right now. So in Florida, literally we have a ham in Central Florida who can't communicate, can't use his hobby for more than half his life. His neighbor goes on television, uses the cry card. I hate to say that, but that's the honest truth. He uses the cry card about, this is just a hobby, but this is my life. And yet she may have the whole problem right in her house with her insulin pump. And the RF exposure limits have been done. So it can't be coming from the ham radio antenna. It can't. So that's the story there. Let's get to brighter news. RSGB releases more on convention information. Andrew Barron, Zulu Lima. That's hard for me to do. Zulu Lima 3 Delta Whiskey is going to present an entertaining talk about software-defined radio that redefines what we mean by SDR. The talk's technical, but not too technical. No maths. All right, now we got your attention, right? Well, not much math, but no software code or anything needed. Find out about this on the RSGB website. Plus, our friend Ray Novak, who's coming back to the channel in October, he will give this presentation to Ham Radio Live to all of you. This is really cool. I've spoken with Ray about it, and Ray has agreed to do this after he does the RSGB presentation. Ray's call sign is November 9, Juliet Alpha from ICOM. He's going to talk about DXing and making a DXPedition that doesn't break the bank. So Ray, coming back to Ham Radio Live to talk to you about ways that you can do DXPeditions that will be really, really helpful. Maybe you want a job at ARL. They've got some openings right now for acquisitions editor, assistant marketing manager, director of emergency management, director of information technology, lab engineer, EMC RFI specialist, membership manager, public relations and outreach manager, also a social media strategist. So if you're interested maybe in working for ARL, here is your chance. In the RSGB, Professor Catherine Mitchell to headline their convention. It's going to be on October 9th. Her talk, Technology and Space Science, a Perfect Partnership. We'll explore the connections between radio and space, and we'll look at the many ways that everyone can get involved. Find out more about this on rsgb.org/conventions. ISS, Newbury children, going to contact the space station. Now this is big. Let me tell you the story. This group of children are deaf. Yeah, this is a true story. A group of children at the Mary Hare School for Deaf Children in Newbury, this is in the UK, will be talking to an astronaut aboard the International Space Station in October using amateur radio equipment set up with the help of Newbury and District ARS. The children will each ask a question to the astronaut, who will then answer the question live over amateur radio. The reply will then be interpreted into subtitles and sign language for the children to understand. More details when the October date is announced. This is really cool. Both the astronauts as well as the RSGB. This is just fantastic. Also, the RSGB on the 6th of September, that's coming up on Monday, they start their Autumn Tonight program webinar series. Gavin Nesbitt, Mike 1 Bravo X-Ray Foxtrot, will give an introduction to meteor scatter communications. It'll be on their YouTube channel. Find their YouTube channel, just hit search on the RSGB. Church is on the air with chapels taking place the 11th of September, most activity taking place on the 80 and 40 meter bands on SSB from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. local time. DX news for this weekend. Tina, Hotel Bravo 0, slant DL5YL. And Fred, Hotel Bravo 0 / DL5YM, will be active from Liechtenstein from the 5th to the 28th of September. Usually they operate CW, RIDI, and some SSB on the 160 to 6 meter band, so HF and 160. QSL via home calls, direct or bureau. So they're going to be working, medium wave, HF, and VHF there on 6 meters. Pretty cool. Claudia, HB9 Oscar Alpha Uniform, will be active holiday style as Sierra Victor 5, slant HB9 AU from the Greek island of Carpathos. This is Islands on the Air reference, Europe 001 till 17th of September. It's going to operate sideband, radio teletype, NFT8 on the 80 to 10 meter bands, QSL via Logbook of the World on that. The special events here from RSGB, Golf Bravo 2 Sierra Charlie going to be activating at the Sinlo's Church in Code Ebern as part of the CODA this year. That's Chapels on the Air. They expect to be active mostly on 80 and 40 SSB between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. from IO72 TB. That's their grid square, with perhaps some 20, 17, and 15 meter SSB excursions if the propagation permits. Thurlock Acorns Amateur Radio Club going to be operating Golf Bravo 2 Bravo for Battle of Britain from the 10th of September through the 20th. And Riviera Amateur Radio Club going to be running Golf Bravo 8 Bravo in September, also in commemoration of the Battle of Britain. FCC information regarding Hurricane Ida. They are now granting a temporary waiver to facilitate relief operations related to Hurricane Ida. The waiver applies to relief communications directly related to any future hurricane within the next 60 days. It permits radio amateurs handling hurricane relief communications on HF to use any protocol that would comply with the FCC rules, but for the symbol rate limits. Your contest calendar this weekend. It's not like huge, but there are some pretty cool ones. Let me tell you what's going on. Asian DX contest, 160, 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10. High power, anything more than 100 watts. Low power is 100 watts. You'll get a lot of stations from Asia this weekend. This is going to be big. There's also a QRP sprint from 0600 Zulu to 0629 Zulu, so 29 minutes, September 4th, and from 0630 Zulu to 0659 Zulu, September 4th, plus 700 Zulu to 0729 Zulu, September 4th. And then also from 0730 to 0800 Zulu, September 4th. They could do that a little bit easier, but okay. Their contest, not mine. All right, Colorado QSO Party this weekend. They're going to be on all the bands except for the work bands. High power, above 150. Low power, 150 or less. QRP is 5 watts. Check the rules to see if SSB applies using 10 for voice. Tennessee QSO Party this weekend as well, from 1800 Zulu tomorrow through 0300 Zulu on Sunday. There'll be also all bands except for the work bands. High power 150, low power is 150 or less. QRP is 5. Again, check rules to see if Sorry, 10 watts will work for QRP for voice. Special events, 65th Annual Auburn Core Duesenberg Festival happens the rest of this weekend. Look for the call sign Kilo 9 Alpha. It's out of Auburn, Indiana. The reason why this is kind of cool is because those vehicles were all produced in the state of Indiana. Also, through September 7th, the Buell Day celebration, look for the call sign Whiskey 3 Bravo. That's it. It's out of Mercer County, Pennsylvania. They're going to be on 40 meters at 7.185, 20 at 14.240, and on 2 meters at 145.350. Also, Return to Paradise, call sign Kilo 7 Romeo Delta Golf out of Sierra Vista, Arizona. Cochise Amateur Radio Club's doing this. They'll be on 20, 40, 80, sorry, the 75, and CW on 20. Look at the screen there. If you get a screenshot, just take it and you'll have the information. Now you've got a ton of 20th anniversary 911 stations. So honoring what happened on September 11th, 2001 here in the U.S. 20th Memorial of 911 attacks, call sign Kilo 4 Alpha. It's out of Cordova, Alabama. You can see the frequencies will be working. They'll be working on 80 meters right there, 40 meters at 20, also at 15. So information right there out of Cordova. 911 20th anniversary Never Forget Station, November 7 Foxtrot. This out of Albany, Oregon, Amateur Legion Post 10. Don't forget, they'll be on 20 and 40 meters, SSB PSK 31 CW. So lots of ways to contact them. They're going to be on hopefully 14.250 on 20 meters, so look for them. Also, in remembrance of the 20th anniversary of the attack in the World Trade Center in New York City, look for the call sign Whiskey Alpha 2 November Yankee Charlie. Yes, New York City. It's out of Staten Island, New York. Wireless Association of New York City is putting this on. They'll be on 10 meters at 28.450. They'll be on 15 at 21.350. On 20 meters at 14.340. And on 40 at 7.238. Your QSL information right there. Also, we've got one more. 20 years Never Forget special event station. Call sign Whiskey 2 Tango. It's out of Bayside, New York. The information right here, they will be on 40 and 20 for 7.230 on 40 and on 20 meters at 14.250. DXPedition calendar, Azores, Charlie Tango 8. They're going to be working FT8, all bands plus 20 meter sideband. Peru, Oscar Alpha 7. They're going to be working CW. They'll also be working HF, SSB, and FT8. Corsica, call sign Tango Kilo. That's it. Tango Kilo. They'll be on HF. Look for them on the band. St. Lucia, another island on the air. This is going to be Juliet 68, Hotel Zulu. Going to be working CW, FT8, sideband, and the QSL information right there via the Kilo 9 Hotel Zulu. Cape Verde Islands. This is a good one. Boy, for islands on the air. The call sign Delta 4 Sierra Alpha Lima. All right. It's only going on through tomorrow. So you don't have much time on this. 80 through 10 meters, CW, SSB, and digital. Again, look for the call sign Delta 4 Sierra Alpha Lima. Tonga will be going on through October 31st. Call sign Alpha 35 Juliet Papa. It's going to be also on CW. They will be sideband and FT8 only at 100 watts, but they'll be working 80 to 6 meters as well on HF. Finally, on the expeditions, we've got a few more that we can give you through the night. So let's go through Kosovo. So Dot and Cheese is going to be Sierra Victor 5. Okay, they're going to be working 80 to 10 meters, sideband, RIDI, FT8, holiday style operation. QSL information is right there. Dot and Cease again, second station, Sierra Victor 5. Also, but this is done instead by Delta Lima 2 Alpha Alpha Zulu. Okay, the first one was done by Hotel Bravo 9 Oscar Alpha Uniform. So a little different here how they're doing this. It's the same island on the air, EU 001. However, on this case, for Delta Lima 2 Alpha Alpha Zulu, it will be 40 to 10 meters. They'll be working also satellites, sideband, CW, and they're using 300 watts with ground plane antennas. That's one you could probably get. Liechtenstein, we talked about it briefly on the RSGB News. Hotel Bravo Zero. It's going to be done by Delta Lima 5 Yankee Mike. They're going to be working 160 meters to 6, focusing on 20 and 30 meters for Asia and Oceania. Kosovo, Zulu 68 X-ray X-ray. HF, mainly CW, QRV for worked all entities, SSBs. That is your contest calendar, your DXPedition calendar, and your special event station. Welcome to the show. That's a lot right there. I'm grateful you're here. Let's say some welcomes. A lot of folks came in, and that was a lot of information to give you, so I appreciate y'all. John is here from Tonawanda, New York. Call sign Kilo 20, Oscar Lima. Forgive me, John. Thank you. Thanks for coming to Ham Radio Live today. It's great to see you. Happy Friday, man. We made it to Friday, which is a good thing. UFO Dad, my friend Lewis. Kilo 7 Alpha Golf. Let me tell you the story. Lewis on Monday took his general test, and he was getting a hold of me on our email address is cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. And I told him, Lewis, take the general, and when you pass it, take the extra. And here's what happened. He took the general, he passed it, then he took the extra. He only missed it by 22%, and he never studied for it. Friends, when I talk to you about trying that next level up, it works. It works. And you'll know how close you are. Lewis, you're going to get that extra. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations on getting your extra. Getting your general. That is a huge accomplishment, man. It really is. JJ, my buddy Jeff, is here from Canada. His call sign, Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Juliet. Hello, Jeff. Happy Friday, my friend. Andy Cowley, we're going to say another hello to you because you're always first in, my friend. My buddy Tom, Alpha Echo 1, Tango Papa, his Bahrain call sign, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey, greets to cheers and all the best to you, Tom. Seriously, we're going to feature Tom in today's show. We're going to talk about the work he does using just a simple whip antenna that goes up in minutes. Wait till you see it. It will blow your mind. So good for that. And also our third continent, Glenn Stevenson from VK. He's here from Australia. Oh my gosh, whenever you come, it always makes me happy. Welcome, mate. Good to see you, Glenn. Hey, I hope your mom and dad are doing good, especially your father. My prayers are there. Sean is here, 2 Echo 0, X-Ray Bravo Tango. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live. This is a talk show, guys. This is about all of us getting together about ham radio, just surrounded about ham radio. That's what it is. This is what makes it different. You guys are the stars, and you guys all come together to make it work. I am honored to host this show. Please always remember that. And by the way, we were close. I thought we'd have 1 gig internet speed today. And the guy shows up. And he's like, oh, boy, you're missing the box on the house here. And I said, well, yeah, we had a house fire here in 2017, and they pretty much took everything off because they had to rebuild this side of the house. And he's like, oh, well, we're going to have to send a new team out on Wednesday and make sure we can fix it. So if the stream dumps, I'm sorry. We did try and get 1 gig speed. We just couldn't make it work. VK Radio Ham is here from Australia. He's our second Australian mate. Thanks for coming today, my friend. It really is an honor to see you. Thank you for coming to today's show. Rod Bush is here. Hi, Rod. Great to see you. Thanks for coming. There's my mate, VK Radio Ham, and we are very, very grateful to have you wherever you're coming from today. Cuba's still at it. Now, you would think after a while you'd get tired of jamming frequencies, but no. Cuba's still at it. Cuba right now, jamming 7.105, 7.115, 7.158, 7.178, and 7.216 is still splattering 25 kilohertz wide. It's pretty bad. So let's get your trivia question. I actually have 2 today. And remember, everything outside of North America gets 1.5 points. For every North American, 1 point. So let's say, for example, you're in Europe, right? Get it right first. You get 1.5 points. If you're in North America, because so many of these are North American related, I need to make sure and kind of make it fair. So if your island's on the air, if you're in Europe or Australia or Asia, you guys get 1.5 for every one. Trivia question today. The African call prefix 7 Papa is totally landlocked by African call prefix Z Sierra. All right, now let me try and help you with this. If you're new to ham radio, ZS is South Africa. All right? So, is it true or false? Is the African call sign 7 Papa totally landlocked by a single African call sign of Z Sierra? Hit me up with A or B and we'll let you know who gets it right today. Weather today, powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham radio. Here's your A1A. You can see some bright spots, solar flares, nothing coming, nothing imminent. That's good. Here's been the activity for the sun for the last 3 days. Little more than a B flare once. We got a C flare a few times, and that's good. We're in the beginning of a solar cycle. It's charging up the ionosphere. This is all part of how it goes. K-index. Good. Not too loud the last 3 days. Been pretty good. MUFs. This is current. Alaska 13.8. Now remember, the sunlight is going down now. We're at the end of summer, so they're starting to lose their daylight. Boulder is at 16.8. Brazil, 24.16. Ascension Island, 21.21. Hermanus, South Africa, 7.81. Athens, Greece at 13.00. And Darwin, Australia at 7.62. Current conditions out of Boulder, SFI of 84. Your solar number down to 33 today. A of 4. K-index is 2. So that's the stability from the sun and the stability from the planets. A is the sun, K is the planets. The BZ latitude is in good shape at 0.8 positive. Solar wind up to 408.7 kilometers per second. And you can see the HF, ideas of what they believe. Solar flare probability of 31%. EME degree for moon bouncers is fair today. Your ham radio forecast and shortwave for today, powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham radio. Daytime ham band opens today in the northern hemisphere, 20 and 17. Equatorial latitudes, 20, 17, 15, and 12. If you're in the southern hemisphere, 20, 17, 15, and possible 12 meters. You'll get data anywhere in the world 30 to 10 today. Nighttime handband openings of 160, 80, 75, 60, 40, 30, and take a look at the yellow. Best DX on 20 meters tonight. Yes, that's where it will be. 100% chance 20 meters open until approximately 60 minutes after sunset. Get it because the DX will be there. Shortwave bands today, 31, 25, 22, and 19. Your shortwave nighttime bands today, 120, 90, 75, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, 22, and a 100% chance of 19 meters open until about we'll say about an hour or so after sunset. All right, let's take a look at our trivia question again. Today's question, the African call prefix, 7 Papa, is totally landlocked by the African call prefix Z Sierra. Okay? That's the question today. And first up, and I'm not surprised because he's always up on these. He's answering quickly. The first one up, Andy Cowley from the UK. He says it is false. And Andy, you're correct. It is true. Pardon me, it is true. But Andy, don't worry about it because your mate Kevin in the UK got it right. Mike 0, Mike Charlie Lima. Kevin, congratulations. Europe is in the lead with 1.5 to 1 over North America. Let me show you out on the map real quick. Here's what it looks like. 7P is for Lesotho. That's a little tiny country in South Africa, but it's completely surrounded by ZS. So the answer today of the African call 7P is totally landlocked by African call prefix Z Sierra is true. That's why it is. All right, guys. Well, thank you. Now Europe is ahead. See, 1.5. See how this works? It works fun that way, right? You like it because it works better. Let me give you one more trivia question. We'll see if Europe can take a super lead or North America can catch up. Question 2. What is a penalty for a miscopied call sign in electronic logs in IARU High Frequency World Championship? Okay, so you're in the IARU HF World Championships, and you made a mistake. You miscopied a call sign. What's the penalty? Is it A, disqualification from the contest? Is it B, a 5 QSO reduction? Is it C, a 3 QSO reduction, or 1 QSO reduction? That would be D. Hit me up, A, B, C, or D for the bonus trivia question on a Friday. We'll always give you 2 on Fridays, and we'll see who gets it right today. All right, we're going to talk about working remote. Now, working remote can be very creative. Let me show you, well, a little way of working remote that I don't totally recommend because, to be quite honest, it's kind of not safe. If you were working remote, you're going to work remote and you're going to be careful of maximum permissible exposure, which is RF from your antenna. I wouldn't recommend doing this.
Aqui no Caxias do Sul, extraterrestre, abominável, homem das neves.
Look how close that transmitting antenna is to his body.
Cuida para não te prender aí, vão te prender aí, hein? Vão te prender aí, ô 41, vem devagar aí.
Okay, so there he is. He's making calls, and it's creative. Don't get me wrong. It's really creative how he built the, the kind of backpack style radio in a backpack, okay, or whatever. Radio bag is in a cage, right? But the problem is your HF antenna is literally 2 feet behind you. So you're going to have issues with MPE to yourself and to people who are close to you. So I wouldn't really recommend doing ham radio that way. It's interesting to watch how very creative hams are, but sometimes you should be careful. I mean, very careful, right? Trivia question is, what is a penalty for a miscopied call sign in electronic logs in IARU HF World Championships? It is A, B, C, or D. And so far, here's what we have. A is disqualification. B is a 5 QSO reduction. It's just for simply making a mistake because you miscopied a call sign. Okay? C is 3 QSO reduction. Or D, 1 QSO reduction. Currently, Andy Cowley in UK, C, 3 QSO reduction. That's not it. That would be wrong. Kevin in the UK, Mike 0, Mike Charlie Lima, guesses B. And that would not be correct either. It is not a 5 QSO reduction. So, following the world of logic, that means you've either got A or D. So is it either a disqualification for making a mistake, or do you just lose 1 QSO? Hit me up with A or D, and we'll get this trivia question done today. You got a good chance. We're going to talk about Tom today, as well as Gunter. Both watch the channel, both help moderate the channel, and they're dear friends. They really are. This is Tom, his antenna, basically. It's not Tom himself, but this is his antenna. MFJ 1979. It's literally a whip you put on the ground and you extend it. Now, Tom put in a previous video, we showed how to guy wire it down, keep it safe in the wind. He just uses this, and he will use a Yaesu 991A brilliantly, and he only uses 85 watts. We're going to get to that in a moment. Before we do, we got people pounding quickly in saying, okay, wait. I got the answer. First one in, Andy Cowley answers D. It's a 1 QSO reduction. Mate, you got it. Congratulations. Now, UK with 3, North America with 1, and we go into the weekend with Europe taking the lead. Congratulations, Andy. I'm proud of you, man. You got it. There you go. All right, so let's look at Tom. Tom uses the MFJ 1979, a simple whip antenna that can be put up anywhere at all. And this is what he does with it at 85 watts.
Again? I got Foxtrot 5, Echo, question mark, Alpha. Go ahead.
Okay, very fine. This is Foxtrot 5, Echo, Tango, Alpha. Echo, Tango, Alpha. Do you copy me?
Roger. I believe that was Foxtrot 5, Echo, Tango, Alpha. The name on this end is Tom, as you said, and you are 5 and 7 into Bahrain today. Back to you.
Okay, 5, 4, 5, 7. You are 519, 59 plus 10 dB, 59 plus 10
Wow.
dB. My name is Francis Foxtrot, Romeo, Alpha, November, Charlie, India, Sierra. Francis, my name. Back to you.
Very, very nice to meet you, Francis. Very, very nice to meet you on the bands today, Francis, especially under these very poor conditions. So very, very happy to meet you on the bands. I'm not expecting to make so many calls today, but I'm so glad that you picked up my call as well. And I said you're 5 and 7, 5 and 8 into Bahrain today. Our weather today is not so nice. It's a little bit overcast, a little bit hazy, a little bit everything really, and a little bit of wind. Plus 31 degrees high. Back to you, my friend. Yeah, many thanks for picking up the call once again, Francis. Nice to catch you on the bands. Foxtrot number 5, Echo Tango Alpha, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey 73. All the best and stay safe.
73.
Tom works
I
as
hear
like a
QRP
master.
station. QRP station. Go ahead. Okay, give your full call again. I believe that was Sierra Alpha 9 Bravo India Juliet Portable. Could you say again slowly, please? Roger. Thank you so much for the 5-8. I'm also portable station. I got your full call that time from Poland. Sierra Papa number 9, Bravo India Juliet. Congratulations on your station. I'm running 85 watts. I have a stainless steel whip sitting in the ground. I'm about 5 meters from the sea. What are your working conditions and your name for the log? My name is Tom on this end. Tango Oscar Mike. Back to you.
You can see everything in my care that the compressor. This is my report, Tom. My report. Over.
Roger. 5 and 5. 5 and 5 into Bahrain. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, Marco. You know, we're complaining about the band conditions, and then you come up as a portable station working 5 watts. Hi. Fantastic. Outstanding, Marco. I'll be sure to look you up on the QRZ page as well. Outstanding. Sierra Papa number 9, Bravo India Juliet, stroke portable. Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey portable as well. 73 and all the best, my friend, and very good DX to you.
Listen to the people still trying to call Tom.
Yeah, Roger. You made my day too as well there, Marco. All the best, man. 73, good luck, good DX, and that was really, really nice to make that QRP contact as well. Break. There was the India uniform number 5 station. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, Thomas. Italy United 5 Hotel Whiskey Sugar. Italy United 5 Hotel Whiskey Sugar, Thomas. QSL?
Yeah, QSL 100%. India uniform number 5. Hotel Whiskey Sugar. And band is up and down. Initially you were about 5 and 8 and then collapsed down to about 5 and 3. Then it came back up again. Hopefully we can make the QSO here. Very, very good. Band is a bit strange today, but I'm very, very lucky to make contact with Marco. We're running a 5-watt station up there in Poland. Outstanding. Anyway, as I say, your station is a little bit up and down. I'll give you another report on the next over, and I'll ask what your name is for the log. The name on this end is Tom, Tango Oscar Mike. Back to you.
Roger, Thomas. I copy 100%. Thank you for following notes. We got them down. Also, your report. Your is a 5 and 5, a 5 and 8, a 5 and 9, like I okay? But I copy you very well. 5 and 7, 5 and 8. Whiskey, Italy Uniform 5, Hotel Whiskey Sugar, over.
Okay, Roger, Roger, my friend. Take care. QSL 100%. And really glad to pick up a few stations here in the band this afternoon. As you say, up and down. You were 5 and 7 on average on that last over, and 5 and 7. So congratulations on that. India Uniform number 5, Hotel Whiskey Sierra, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. Ciao, ciao, grazie. Have yourself a great day.
And that's Tom from our channel, Alpha Echo 1 Tango Papa, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey in Bahrain. And it just goes to show, if you're in an area of the world that is pretty rare, there's only a handful of HF operators in the entire country of Bahrain. So Tom usually gets pileups, but keep in mind, he's working a Yaesu 991A like a maestro. I mean, literally, he's brilliant at it. He's brilliant at making call signs, picking them out of the QRM. He's really good at working pileups. Tom's one of the best. He is. I think he's one of the best at being able to really keep things in order. Tom, Alpha Echo 1 Tango Papa, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey, a wonderful YouTube channel here on YouTube. Find him at Alpha Echo 1 Tom Papa, and you'll find out all about it. We're going to say a quick hello to Mike. Jacksonville, Florida's in the house. Kilo Delta 2, Sierra X-Ray Delta. And I appreciate you coming very much. And some big news as well. Want to share this with everybody because there are so many people that really want to do well and enjoy some of the contests that are going on. There's a big one this weekend that I didn't mention, and it wasn't on purpose. Please understand that. You guys know how much I tell RSGB news and try and keep you up to date with everything. Andy Cowley from the UK reminds us that all weekend, this is RSGB Field Days. Please catch the UK. This is a great opportunity for you this weekend as the UK has their field day. And good luck to Andy and Kevin and Sean and everyone here from the channel that takes part from the UK. Tom says, I'm a bit generous with my reports. I don't know if you're generous. I just think that you're working pretty hard, Tom. And that QRP, by the way, to Poland was brilliant. From Bahrain to Poland, 5 watts. It just goes to show what, Don Bush, Whiskey Alpha 2, Tango Papa uniform says. Antennas, 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 and QRP. By the way, tomorrow's show. Tomorrow's show will be fun. Tomorrow's show is how to build your first ham shack as a beginner. It will be. And I realize that probably a lot of folks are not going to say, well, yeah, that's the wrong way to do it, or that's the wrong radio. I wouldn't put that radio in the equation. And that's okay. This is simply, if it was me, and I had a chance to do this all over again, to start all over in radio, how I would do it. Because I have enough knowledge now of antennas, transceivers, amplifiers, all of that, how I would build my first station and make it a rock star off the bat. We'll talk about that on tomorrow's Ham Radio Live. We also have somebody who comes to the channel a lot, who's a dear friend, whose name is Gunter, Delta Kilo 5, Oscar November Victor. He's really an ICOM guy. He loves it. But what he really does that it really impresses me more than anything is, like many people that are in ham radio who are in, multi-tenement places, like maybe a big condominium or an apartment complex, middle floor, you can't get to the roof, you can't get to the ground. But it doesn't mean you can't be in ham radio. Gunter takes on a bicycle a small trailer filled with his radio, his tuner, his power supply, his gear, and he goes somewhere and he puts up his antenna and he works sometimes all night long. Here's a clip of Gunter within the last week working in the middle of the night from Germany.
Victor, hello, Hunter, you are 59, over?
Delta Kilo 5, Oscar, November, Victor Stroke Portable. Thank you for the 59. You're also 59 at my portable setup. My name is Gunter, Golf Uniform, November Tango, Echo Radio. And my location is 18 miles west of Frankfurt International Airport, Judel. You're sounding very, very good here at my portable setup. Back to you.
Roger, my friend, thank you for the contact. I see you are not so far from the airport there. Thank you. 7-3 to you and your family. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Judel. You made my day. You're my first portable contact into Suriname. 73s and have a nice weekend. DK5 ONV stroke portable signing clear.
Okay, so there's Gunter, right? He's got a spider beam, by the way. His antenna is a spider beam, similar to the MFJ 1979, but higher. It's a halfway vertical. So Gunter makes great calls. Let's take a look at that. He's all the way here in Frankfurt. So Gunter's close to Frankfurt, Germany. The call he made is all the way to Suriname. Okay, it's literally right north of Brazil in South America. So this had to go from the European continent over the Atlantic Ocean and hit there in Suriname. Congratulations to Gunter. That's an amazing call from the field at night because he doesn't want to give up ham radio. Let me give you one more. Gunter's part of a group that's called the Big Gun Net. And really what the Big Gun Net is, it's filled with guys that have amplifiers and directional antennas, and they work the world. Gunter, and this is a good example of you don't necessarily have to have a directional antenna to make great calls as long as the other person has one. Because if the other person has one, they can hear you and they can transmit to you easier than if they didn't have one. Let's take a look at Gunter working the Big Gun Net. And you'll also see the frequency if you want to work it yourself. Check it out. Here he is in the field in the middle of the night on ICOM 7200. Gunter, a dear friend, DK5 ONV.
Good morning, everyone. DK5 ONV stroke portable from the shores of the Rhine River. You're listening to the Big Gun Friendship Net on the 40-meter band. 9 Kilo 2 Golf Tango Mohammed.
We have a good propagation between us, so that's a pleasure. Lima Zulu 1 Japan Yankee, 9 Kilo 2 GT, over. Yeah, fantastic.
Nick just turned his antenna around. I mean, he was switching over to the other antenna, pointed into the Middle Eastern area.
Okay, I'm going to stop it here. And there's a reason I'm stopping it here. Generals, do you see the frequency? Take a look. 7.149. And this is a well-known DX net. And it's one of many that you can't work because you can't work below 7.178. Okay? This is what the extra license gets you. So we'll continue and listen to the stations that come in on the Big Gun Net.
But he's still sounding good. He is not beaming into my direction. I'm doing okay again. I had to take a break. I got affected by a badass migraine. I took a painkiller. I was throwing up a couple times and still got a scratchy throat, but I'm okay. And there's Angel. Whiskey Papa 3 radio.
For me, we didn't make 6 meters contact this year.
Damn.
Although this is the first time I put.
And the reason it's so dark here is because he's working out in a field.
Colonel Pete.
He's literally out in a field
Yankee
in the middle of the
Oscar 7
night
Mike
doing
Papa
this.
Delta.
The same one that I guess 9K2GS had to say. I don't know if he still has it.
And M0 KPD Mobile, very weak in the noise.
But I had a good time. I made about 100. I had 103 countries this first season of 6 meters. It's the other guys. I said, it's not kind of fair for now because the other guys didn't.
Okay.
I know it took a little bit, but they didn't have FT8. Okay, 9 Kilo 2 Gold Tango, Yankee Oscar 7, Mike Papa Delta. Very good morning, Mr. Mohammed. 59 plus 10. 59 plus 10 morning in Romania, Mr. Mohammed. 9 Kilo 2 Gold Tango, Yankee
Strong
Oscar
QS
7,
Baker.
Mike Papa Delta. Very nice. Back to you. Thank you. Roger, Mr. Pete. Good morning to you as well. And you're also booming here, 59 plus 10 with me. No problem counting you as always. Big signal. I'm wondering if Mr. Gunter is still there. Delta Kilo 5, Oscar November Victor. This is 9 Kilowatt 2 Germany, Tokyo. How's he copy?
Yeah, good morning, Mohammed. 9 Kilo 2 Golf Tango, Delta Kilo 5 Oscar, November Victor stroke portable. Nice to talk to you again after a long, long time. I can copy you very, very good over here. You are 59 with a little bit of a QS Baker. How is everything going with you and the family down there in Kuwait City? Back to you, Mohammed.
everything is doing fine, Mr. Gunter. Very good morning to you. I did lose you for a bit there, but no problem copying you. You're coming 5 and 6 with some US maker, 5 and 6 with me, and I didn't catch my report, but everything is going fine here except for the propagation. We are hoping for the best, and hopefully by the end of this month, things should be getting better. However, 20 meters is doing good here.
Hear that? 20 meters at night.
On 40, I don't have a chance to be on 40 since by the time the band is open, I'm usually at work. So that's that. But other than that, I'm doing good. So back to you, DK5 OMV 9 Kilo 2 GT.
Okay, now remember, this is fairly long, and Gunter got called up by this gentleman in the Middle East, which is great. He said, I didn't get my signal report. Now, Gunter could have just went off in different tangent, right? But Gunter is such a great ham radio operator. He listened carefully to what the other guys said and needed. And here's how he replied.
Yeah, QSL, DK5 ONV stroke portable bag. That sounds very good, Mohammed. Your signal report is a 57 to a 59 with some decent QS Baltimore, but your audio is coming through very, very well, Mohammed. You're sounding excellent here at my portable setup. Back to you.
Roger that. Well, many thanks for the nice
See, right away, gave him the signal report because that's what he was lacking. That's great ham radio work by Gunter.
We'll see the new adventures that you have this season. Stay safe and stay healthy as always. So I'm going to send it back to Mr. Angel, I guess. Whiskey Papa 3 Radio, 9 Kilo 2 GT, over.
And there you go. There's Gunter. And here's basically his antenna, similar to the MFJ 1979, but higher. Okay, this is a halfway vertical. So you're going to make better calls because it's higher. So it's going to have a better takeoff angle. It's also going to hear better. So Gunter using the IC 7200 by ICOM with this antenna out in the field, sometimes all night long. That's a dedicated ham radio operator who can't work from his house. He has to go out in the field and work. I'm proud of you, Gunter. I really am. And a lot of us are too. You do good work, and a lot of people love making the call to Gunter. His call sign, DK5ONV. Find him here on YouTube with the same email address. Sorry, same call sign, DK5ONV. All right. I want to remind you, tomorrow on Ham Radio Live, we're going to be doing a pretty neat show. I know the camera just shook. It's this here. Okay. I hope you like it. And I bet most hams will agree with it. How to very first, ham shack setup, how to do it. What you should focus on to make sure that you get the most out of your ham radio hobby and you don't end up selling the stuff and going to do something else tomorrow on Ham Radio Live. Join us, please. We'll be here right around 2100 UTC. Until then, we invite you to join Ham Radio in some way or form. We do. We want you to find a radio club near you and contact them. Ask them how you get in amateur radio. Contact the Wireless Institute of Australia, for example. Hit the contact us part, and they will help you find a radio club nearby. Then you contact that radio club, find out about ham radio. They can even help you with the test, most likely. So, man, you got a good connection already off the bat. Find the Wireless Institute of Australia at www.wia.org. Don't forget, Ray Novak is coming to the channel in mid-October talking about cheap DXPeditions and how you can do one yourself, not spend a whole bunch of money and break the bank. It's coming up in October here to Ham Radio Live. I want to thank you for watching the show. It's my pleasure to do so. A special sign-off today from the Middle East that we have not run yet. Until tomorrow, my name's Larry. My call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. And before we go, I do want to say some quick highs to y'all because there were some folks that said hello, and I don't want to miss. Kevin, Northern Ireland in the house. Thank you for coming. His call sign is Golf 0 Union Delta Golf. Kev, mate, it's an honor every time you come from Northern Ireland to me. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you for being here. My mate Sam Cement, he's all the way from South Australia. Victor Kilo 5, Mike Sierra Alpha. It is always my pleasure, and I really mean that. You say, love your videos. Sam, it means a lot to me that you're here. these shows are for you. These shows are about you. You guys are the stars of the shows. It's like VK Radio Ham is here. Love the comment. Brain damage in the future. That's related to the guy that has the backpack ham radio set. You know, yeah, you get it. Anyway, so many great people come. This channel is designed for all of you to connect with each other, share ideas, and be a part of the show. That's why I say you're a star of the show. So thank you sincerely for being a part of Ham Radio Live. I don't have an ego here, guys. I do this to have fun and just enjoy spending time with all of you. So thank you for coming. Until tomorrow, my name's Larry. Thank you for being here. God bless you wherever you may be.
New Jersey, each day your beauty shines from...
That is not Saudi Arabia, is it? But this is. Sorry,
This is
everybody.
Channel 3 Television.
Have a
We've
good
come to the
evening.
end of this evening's programming, but we hope you'll join us again tomorrow when we'll return at 9 o'clock with Terry Toon cartoons and children's shows. At 9:37, it's a feature, Tarzan and the Great River, and 11 o'clock, a classic feature, Errol Flynn and Olivia de Havilland starring in Captain Blood. At 12:32, it's NCAA football, Michigan versus Illinois. And at 3:09, it's an award-winning comedy, Those Magnificent Men and Their Flying Machines. At 5:20, children's shows return, and at 5:48, it's Grange Hill, The Lesson. At 6:13, it's Struggle Beneath the Sea, and The Greatest American Heroes back at 6:47. At 7:32, Private Benjamin returns, and at 7:48, it's Evening at the Pops, P.D.Q. Bach. One Day at a Time is at 8:46, and at 9 minutes past 9, it's McLean's Law, Matter of Honor. At 10 o'clock, there's the national and international news from Saudi Arabian television in Riyadh. Thank you for joining us this evening, and all of us here in the Channel 3 studios would like to wish all our viewers a very happy and prosperous new year. Good night.
Some bitch. Don't you cuss on this here radio.
I apologize to all the friendly folk who are listening.